Finally, the Ark token is back to $1. Kathy Woods must be super excited. But wait, the Ark crypto token has nothing to do with Ark Invest. Ark is simply a technology that allows you to build your own blockchain very quickly, including all kinds of tools, including a bridge, for example, to other blockchains. It's been around since 2017. It once had a bull run all the way up to $10. And now what we mainly see is trading on Binance. 40% of the token is traded there, and a little bit of derivatives of perpetual futures trading on Gate.io. Now, when a project has been around for that long, it begs two questions. First question is, how far has the project come since then? The second question is there still activity, or is this simply just a dead project and people are short-term speculating on this right now? This is not a channel hyping up random altcoins where I buy before you, then try to sell you a coin and then dump on you. I try to be super objective. I don't hold any Ark tokens. And I'm simply looking at the situation as it is right now. When we look at the blog, when we look at the news, then we mainly find development reports. A report being issued every week, and in the recent update, it shows you how many commits have been made, it shows you how many authors did this, 2 developers working on the mainnet, 2 developers working on the scanner. We're going to have a look at that as well. And the details around the project, from my perspective, seem to be rather incremental. It doesn't look like there is work on major new projects. It mainly seems to be maintenance work and optimization work. Now, one reason why the price recently went up was because of a listing of perpetual futures on Huobi. Now, that's a bit odd, right? Because it looks like there isn't that much development happening. Technically, why do we suddenly see perpetuals or derivatives being traded on a new larger exchange? I've got my theory around this because we have seen something very similar for TRB, for example, for Teller, but I will keep this to the end of this video. Let's first look at more details around Ark. This here is Ark Scan. So this is the equivalent to Etherscan for the Ark blockchain. And unfortunately, even when we go to statistics, there isn't that much information. We can see this microscopically small chart. It doesn't look like the number of transactions is increasing over time. It's rather going down. It's the same for the all-time fees collected, so also rather trending downwards. And the main chart we see on this statistics page is just the price chart. But that's kind of odd, right? Because normally on scanner pages, you really just have on-chain data. You don't necessarily look at price charts. Now here's the GitHub repository. It is semi-active. It's not dead, but as you've already seen in the developer reports, there's only 2 people working on this, and they made 20-something commits in the last week. That's not much whatsoever. Those 2 developers definitely do not justify a market cap of 178 million. Now, the Twitter isn't that impressive either. 6,000 views for each tweet. And it's again simply just the scan updates and the developer reports. Again, what are the main news here? It's listing of perp futures on Pionex, on Huobi, and spot here on Bitforex. Here's another thing I don't really like. It's the expanding supply of Ark. So in the last 12 months, the supply grew by 24% and it is ever increasing. So simply by holding the token, you hope that the demand will increase by at least 24% per annum, then you are just break even with your price. Currently, the demand growth can outpace the supply growth because there are all these listings, but who knows how long this will actually last. I will have a very close eye on whale purchases, on spot whale purchases. Will there be large funds or large market makers such as DWF that are buying Ark? If that's the case, then we could see a massive rally. Fundamentally though, I don't really see that much momentum. This is the number of Twitter followers over time, rather declining. This is the number of Telegram users, same thing. And when we look at the LinkedIn profile, we've got 16 people or 16 associated members, mainly from the US and the UK. But the person that was initially the founder, he has left in June of 2021. This is the new CEO, Ray Alvarez. He used to work as a consultant for a government agency. And so really a lot of the team members, they moved from what was Ark, 7 years in Ark, to a new project called Protocol. So all the people that start something from scratch seem to be now involved in this company. And so this is the Ark price relative to Ethereum since November of 2021, went slightly up. In US dollars, it did go down, but that doesn't matter that much, right? We always have to look at relative performance to Ethereum. When all of crypto is shrinking, then of course Ark also goes down. If it goes down less than ETH or Bitcoin, that's already quite an achievement. This is Ark relative to Bitcoin, pretty much at similar levels. Now, fundamentally, I don't see the project doing much. I don't see a lot of technical development or new partnerships, etc. But what really caught my eye are all these random listings on new exchanges. Why now? Those listings seem not to be driven by all the demand by retail. I don't think that Huobi suddenly got a lot of customer requests, a lot of support tickets asking for perp listings of Ark. What could be happening is that a whale is buying up a lot of the Ark tokens in order to then push up the price and let other people short on the token, bet on falling prices. If as a whale you can induce a lot of people to bet on falling prices on the derivatives market, on the perpetual futures market, then you've got a golden card. Because you can influence the price in both directions. You can buy up more or you can dump the market by selling what you already own. You can direct the prices, but at the same time you can bet on the outcome of where the price will go using those perp futures. What happens in those cases is that usually the price continues to go up as long as there is short interest, as long as people want to bet on falling prices, because everybody thinks the price is just manipulated. People bet on falling prices and then this whale buys up more, liquidating all the shorts, making a lot of money. This is exactly what's currently happening with Tether. The Tether market cap is 285 million, but the open interest, as in the positions on the derivatives markets, is already 300 million just with CoinCatch and Binance, another 70 million here on Bybit and OKX, etc. Lots of gambling on the price of the token, more value on those derivatives versus the entire market cap of this coin. If you now want to bet on falling prices of Tether, you have to pay roughly 1% every day. And so the price simply continues to rise. DWF Labs, that holds a lot of these TRB tokens, can simply decide where the price is going. When everybody bets on falling prices, this is their golden cow. The big question now is, will the Ark token have the similar fate? If yes, then the price can easily go back to the $10. If no, then it's probably going to collapse again. It's very interesting that we suddenly see all of these derivatives plays opening up on those different centralized exchanges. If at the same time a whale is buying up majority of the tokens, then we could see this again. I don't think that the price development of the Ark token is currently in the team's hands. It's in the hands of whales, it's in the hands of price manipulators. Let's see where this all goes. Again, the issue here is that we do see a supply expansion. 24% per annum is not little whatsoever. Be careful what cryptos you buy. Join our Telegram, link is down below.